Hi beautiful, it's NenyeLicious here again. Thank you for stopping by on my channel. If this is your first time seeing this beautiful soul, click on the red button and subscribe, and don't forget to on the notification bell so you get notified each time I upload a nice recipe like this. And to my old subscribers, I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. Today I'll be showing you how to prepare yummy suya plantain sauce with fried mackerel fish that is infused with suya sauce. You can also call it NenyeLicious Kelewle, but I did not use the full ingredient of Kelewle. So keep watching while I go through the ingredients for this recipe. Fresh tomato, red capsicum or bell pepper which I've removed the seeds from it, red onions, 1 tablespoon of flour or flour, and here is the suya spice, Beta Malam suya spice, 1 nut cube with salt, teaspoon of thyme with rosemary, teaspoon of curry, teaspoon of seasoning powder, and here is the plantain itself. I could not get any plantain better than this. And here is the mackerel fish which has been cleaned and washed. I have a video on how to clean your mackerel fish. I'm going to link it up there. You can watch it after this one. I'm going to start by adding a pinch of thyme and rosemary with curry into this bowl. I'll add a little bit of salt, add the seasoning powder, I'll add the teaspoon of the suya spice, and I will add 2 teaspoons of the cooking oil. I will mix it together very well, let it combine very well. You can apply it straight away on the fish, but I would like to give this fish a cut. The reason why I'm giving this fish a cut is so that the ingredient would be able to get into the fish to give it nice taste. That will make it to taste better. So giving this fish a cut, you have to be very careful so that you don't cut the fish into 2. And the cut that I'm getting out of the fish, I'll set that aside. You will see what I'm going to do with it later. I got the inspiration for this recipe because of my love for suya spiced. You can also check out my suya salad recipe, which I'm sure you're gonna love it because it's also my signature. Now I'm going to use this kitchen brush to apply this ingredient inside the cut all over the fish from the head to the tail. Make sure that the ingredient gets everywhere on this fish. Even if you're using your hands to do this, it's still gonna give you the same taste. And don't forget there are different kinds of mackerel fish. So after applying this ingredient all over this fish, I'm going to cover it and set it aside to marinate for few minutes. While the fish is marinating, I'll go ahead and cut this washed plantain. You can use ripe or unripe plantain depending on the one you like. And I'll be cutting this plantain into different sizes and shapes. I'm done cutting the plantain. You can see it's into different sizes and shapes. I just did it the way I like it. So it's time for me to add the suya spice on top of it. I added the suya spice into the strainer because there was a little bit of lumps in it, just to air it. And if you like the shapes of this plantain, go ahead and watch my responsible macaroni video to see the tools I used to achieve this shape. I'm tossing and turning it very well so that the suya spice can get into this plantain. At this point, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please click on the red button to subscribe and don't forget to like this video. I tested it and it's time for me to adjust the salt with the seasoning. I'm adding a little bit of salt into it with seasoning powder. If you've never fried your plantain with suya spice, I think you need to try it. You will never want to fry your plantain plain anymore when you try this recipe. To the frying section, I'm adding a cooking oil into this little saucepan. I'll let the oil heat up very well. Now I'm adding onions into this hot oil. The onion is going to give this plantain a nice flavor and aroma. I'm adding the suya spiced plantain into this hot oil and I'll let it fry for like 3 to 5 minutes until it's well fried. Now I'm removing it and I'm going to place it on top of kitchen towel paper so that it will absorb the oil. After removing it, I'll go ahead and clean this oil by straining it. Now I'm frying the second batch. Don't forget to open your doors and window anytime you're frying because of your smoke alarm or smoke detector. It's only a legend that will fry this plantain without not pinching it while frying it. No. After frying the plantain, I cleaned the oil by straining it easy ofuma. Now I just added the flour into this oil and I'm adding the marinated fish. Marinating fish simply means that let the fish sit aside and absorb the ingredient which you applied on it. I'm going to let this fish fry for like 4 to 5 minutes until it's very crunchy to my taste. Depending on the hotness of your stove, I'm done frying the fish and I'm removing it from the oil. I'm going to repeat the same process to fry the second fish, which is what I'm doing right now. If you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Now I'm adding a little bit of cooking oil into this little saucepan and I will add onions into it once the oil is hot. I'll go ahead and add the curry, thyme, rosemary into this oil. I'll add salt. I'll add the seasoning cube, the 1 knorr cube. I'll stir everything together. I'll add the red capsicum. I'll add the tomato. And I'll stir it together so that the ingredients will mix together. After combining the ingredient together, I'll let it steam, but I'm still going to keep an eye on it by stirring it constantly so that it will not burn. I'll let it fry till the oil starts floating on top of it. I'm adding the suya spice. Don't forget that the suya spice is the key ingredient to this recipe. Now it's time for me to add the liquid that came out from marinating the fish and the little cuts that we got from this fish. That's what I'm adding right now. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, please click on that red button to subscribe. And I let it fry for like few minutes and this sauce is ready. It's well fried. You can see the oil is already floating on top of it. The aroma, the taste, the flavor, everything about this recipe is something you would want to try. Brethren, I present to you suya spice sauce with fried plantain that is infused with suya spice and mackerel crunchy fish. If you like what you watch, if you like this video, don't forget to share, like, comment, and God bless you. I'll be taking this one in the lunch box to work. That's where I'm going to enjoy this one. And I'll see ya on my next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Subscribe before you go. Thank you.